Hello, welcome to Masonic Avenue, where we discuss art, philosophy, and Freemasonry. My name is Tony, and I am a Master Mason in San Francisco, California. This video merely offers my own personal opinions and does not necessarily reflect Masonry in general. I want to have a video series about busting some Masonic myths, or at least some popular um, theories that you might hear out there on the internet. So today we're going to talk about the Eye of Providence, also known as the all-seeing eye. What is this? We've all seen this on the back of the $1 bill. That's a very famous symbol. What you're seeing actually here is the reverse side of the Great Seal of the United States. So this symbol predates the dollar bill, or rather being on the back of the dollar bill. But I hate to burst your bubble, but this symbol is not Masonic. There certainly are some shared symbolism and background with the Freemason fraternity, but this is not an inherently Masonic symbol. We should first start by saying that the all-seeing eye, or the Eye of Providence, it wasn't even on original United States currency. This wasn't added until 1935, which really wasn't that long ago. So to call this Masonic, or to infer that some of the Masonic signers of the Declaration of Independence somehow, conspired to make this happen, it's missing a bigger picture, and it's really playing loose with the facts and history. If you've seen currency before 1935, US currency was absolutely bonkers. Individual states would issue their own currency. Nevada would have a different legal tender than New York or New Jersey or Ohio. They all had their own currency. And in all these depictions you see here, nowhere do you see the Eye of Providence or the all-seeing eye, and certainly you don't see any Masonic imagery. So really, that is a tiny coincidence, not even a very good one, that people have exploited just for sensationalism, really, in my opinion. The Eye of Providence has been used widely by many groups, by religions, by churches. You see here many examples. This is from some architecture in Europe, a church in Austria. You see Christian artwork in the center there, the Declaration of the Rights of Man on the far right, stained glass window from a church on the lower right-hand corner there. So the Eye of Providence is certainly not exclusive to the Freemason fraternity. Many organizations have used this to symbolize divinity or source or God or the creator. And even within the Freemason fraternity, yes, Masons have used the Eye of Providence, but it is certainly not the most prominent symbol. I would have to say the square and compass might be more widely associated with Masons. And the Eye of Providence, it's only one of many, many, many symbols that Masons used. It's also important to realize that Masons are actually more, you might even say, more of a network than a hierarchy. So there's going to be some fraternal sections of Freemasonry which maybe don't use the all-seeing Eye of Providence. So that's important to know as well. And this might sound like a funny analogy, but I was thinking of other symbols like this one, which we all know, the stop sign. All 50 states in the US use the stop sign. There's nothing special about it. But if every state in the union except Wisconsin stopped using the stop sign, let's say they use something else like a green triangle, 100 years from now, perhaps people would stop calling this a stop sign and start calling it the Wisconsin sign because they associated it with Wisconsin. So maybe not the best analogy, but I was thinking the same thing with the Eye of Providence. People associate it with Masonry now, but it really has very little connection to the Freemason fraternity. So maybe you'll think of that story the next time your buddy tries to make all sorts of insinuendo or claim that the back of the dollar bill has Masonic significance, because I hope I explained it certainly doesn't. Or maybe none of this matters because Bitcoin will rule the world soon enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me on Masonic Avenue. If you care to learn more, here are a few articles and websites you might like to check out. Thank you. Have a great day.